Hi, everybody. Can y'all hear me? How's everybody doing? Hey, Noelle, Renee, Frosty Bean, Marcy. Let's see here. T-Barb, hi. Yeah, I just impromptu live today. Beverly, Connie Cat Mama, hi, how are you? Susie, Sharon, Debbie, Sandra Tibbetts. Well, I'm doing all right. Pauline, hello. Noelle, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all. Y'all doing okay? Hey, Carol. Connie Catma. Hi, Cappy's mom. Beth V. Millie S. Estelle Harrington. Let's see. Kelly Lord, Sharon, Beverly. Yes, my hair is naturally curly. Sandra Tibbetts saying happy Mother's Day to everybody. I'm doing great too, T-Barb. Thought today we would, twice on the weekend. We have a hi, Miller Manny, fellow Dodger fan. I thought today we would take a second look at more of the grand tableau that we did the other day, because there's loads here that still needs to be unpacked. And we're also doing the live stream tonight. I believe it's on Jen Lynn's channel. So hi, Denise. Make sure to go over there and check that out if you can tonight, or watching on replay. It's all good. So hi, Kelly Lord, Ian Robb, hello. So yeah, I was sitting here actually yesterday unpacking this tableau, because there's still loads that we didn't go through. Yes, it is on Jen Lynn's channel tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I didn't want to spend too much time here, but these tableaus can get pretty crazy, especially his, because they're just Noelle, I'm not understanding. Got Marie, then you today. Wonderful. Oh, Marie from Marie's Table went live today. No pizza today. I made sure to eat breakfast. Friday, I had worked all day. Or was it Saturday? Yeah, I had some personal readings that day. I forgot to feed myself. No, that was Friday. Yeah, I worked all day, didn't eat, had a GT after that. And I'm sorry, but I was starved, like absolutely starved. How many layers on the grand tableau? Oh, Sandra, it's too many to unpack. Hi, Emily. Thank you. You were eating a piece of turtle pie? Oh, that sounds lovely. Hi, Pure Walker. Yeah, I found the goblin. I found everybody in here. Yeah, T-Barb, I actually got some good sleep last night. Shandar, tried to refresh the page. Yeah, it's just his tableaus are very layered. So, oh yeah, I've gotten loads new, Carol, and that's something that I pulled out 3 other decks. 3 other decks to clarify something for myself. Teresa, I think I'm going to need your help, T-Barb. I asked Ona last night. She pulled cards, and I'm like, oh God, no. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Hi, Kerlevin. So what I did was I pulled all of my Lenormand books, all of them. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all 7 of my Lenormand books. And I'm going to be double checking myself. Yeah, it is like peeling an onion. It's insane. So I pulled all 7 of them. And I hope to the gods that I am wrong. Hi, Lucianne. So I remember in his grand tableau, we had discussed that he had the stars and the tower mirroring each other, meaning the stars is in the house of tower, tower is in the house of stars. There's several ways of interpreting that. Oh, and his grand tableau had the fox in its own house. Okay, so those are 3 very important aspects in his tableau. The stars in the house of tower, tower in the house of stars, that can be in reference to a tech company. Oh, thank you, Christina. Love you dearly too. Thanks for being with us here today on Mother's Day. I finally got some quiet time. My husband and my brother-in-law, they all went to visit my mother-in-law. I cannot get in to see my mom. I tried to call this morning. The phone lines were busy. Everybody's calling in. So if I can't get in tonight, I'll try to call her tomorrow. But they're not letting anybody in at all, which is fine. I appreciate that because I don't want people getting, there's a bunch of elderly there. It's a assisted living facility. So I greatly appreciate that. My mom's not too happy, but I try to explain it to her, and I think she somewhat understands the risks involved. So I'll try to, if not, quite possibly try to get out there on my lunch break tomorrow, and maybe they'll let me talk to her through a window or something. But I cannot bring any cards in. I cannot deliver any flowers, nothing. It's total lockdown where she's at. My mom doesn't have a phone, 2535 Apple. And so I think I'm going to call the director of the facility and ask, because they might say I can come over and speak to her through a window, but they're saying no deliveries of nothing. I just got the email this morning. They sent it out yesterday. No flowers, no cards, no food, they're not letting anything in. So kind of crappy. But so back to what I was saying, and I'm sorry I got sidetracked. The stars in the house of tower, tower in the house of stars. Now, that could be in reference to a tech company. That could also be in reference to, since the tower in the Lenormand is talking about government institutions, courts, enterprise, corporations. It could quite literally be a tower. It could be, this could be in reference to a media company. This could also be in reference to him clearing stuff in the courts, like he walks away successfully. So we're going to try to unpack that today. And I had to pull out 3 other decks to check myself. Yeah. And I have my books, so please bear with me because I want to make sure that I get this right, simply because these tableaus are multi-layered with him. There's just so much going on that I tend to sometimes get caught up in the details, and I need to pull myself back and just kind of read it simply. So T-Barb, if you can, my dear, can you please pull out your Lenormand if you have it with you, and anybody else that has Lenormand, a deck laying around, can you all please help me out? Because I pulled 3 other cards or 3 other decks, and yeah, you've got it. Okay, Teresa, I need you to please pull a line of 3. Yes, no. Hi, good as gold. To ask, because the way that this is looking, he clears this stuff in the courts. I need you to ask if Justice Roberts will vote to release his taxes. And the reason that I'm asking that is because looking at this tableau, the letter, which is your reports, it's a transcript, it's a record, it's a license, it's anything that's documented and written. Financial records, business records, those remain undercover. And that on this last row of the grand tableau, we have the clouds in the house of coffin, tower in the house of stars, whip in the house of heart, sun in the house of moon. If I read that simply, that is a dark cloud hangs over the courts because they cleared something, which causes a lot of passionate fighting. And then he is successful in his argument, and it shines, it makes him successful in his reputation. He has high honors. And then when I look at the report, it gets buried. Oh, Jay's here. Hi, Jay. Which I hope and pray to the gods that I am wrong. So I pulled out 3 other decks, and I asked my French Lenormand if Justice Roberts will vote in favor of releasing the taxes. I got the Crossroads, Moon Clouds Rider. See? You see that, Teresa? Hey, Queen. Do you see that, Teresa? What he's been doing in his career and reputation gets clouded over, and that's what gets delivered. That's the news that comes out. It stays hidden. It stays in the shadows. I pulled these when I asked. This is the choice and the decision that needs to be made about his roots. Anchor Bird's Lady for Frosty Bean. That is ongoing conversations with the woman, ongoing meetings with the woman. Hi, Ocean Garnet. Yeah, but Teresa, read it straight across. Something in his career and reputation is clouded over, and that's what gets delivered. That's the news that comes out. Ask it this way, Teresa. Ask it, will his taxes be released? Anybody else that has Lenormand, please ask. I got the Crossroads, the tree, the snake. A choice that is made, someone's legacy here, their roots, and then there's a betrayal. It ends here with a negative card. The decision that is made clears for Kerr-Levin. An important clearing. So that's what I got on the French Lenormand. On the Ciro Marchetti, I asked. I got something that gets closed down and shut down in the courts, and then there's a lot of fighting or people are pissed off here with the coffin, the tower, and the whip. This is also a no. I asked the this other deck, I think it's my fish letter child. His financial reports, something new or something in the early stages. Ian McGrath is here. Hi, Whip Stork Man. Tarot says 10 of Swords. Doesn't look like he cites for release via tarot. Yeah, I'm getting the same thing, Johnny. I'm getting the same thing. And I'm like, what in the world am I looking at? I asked this deck, and I'm sorry I don't remember. I think this one is the I don't even know what it is. I'd have to dig out the box. I have the fox, the anchor, the house, long-term manipulation and fraud, mountain ship coffin. You got to know too, Debbie Ann, something is blocked from moving forward. They put an end to it. Heart anchor letter. Nope. The report is stuck. Fox tree fish. The investigations or something that is manipulated around his money. Clouds bear fox. The clouding over something about his financials. No, it's fraud. Letter clover birds. He gets lucky. Jesus. Fish letter child. Yeah, mine said fish for Kelly. Hers, she got fish letter child. When he got crossroads, moon, and the sun, the decision that is made clears him. Scythe, house, ship. Jesus Christ. So this is saying that the ongoing fraud stays in the family. Johnny's saying that he's getting a no in his tarot. This grand tableau is saying that he clears it in the courts. Every card that I've pulled from every deck is saying, this doesn't come out. Johnny just pulled cards. He's getting a no on the tarot. Oh, Jesus. And I hope, like I said, I hope to God I am wrong and I'm misinterpreting this. Like I said, I pulled out my books. Scythe, house, ship. No, it stays in the house from moving forward. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news again, you guys, and I would hope to God. Queen, if you're still here, can you pull cards? Hi, Celtic. Mice, fish, house. Nope. Corruption in the family business. So, like I said, you guys, I hope to the gods that I am wrong. But looking at this tableau, it looks like he clears that argument and that report stays buried because there's a dark cloud hanging over. I mean, this is bad because you have the clouds. The clouds is also card number 6. If I read that as time, that is specifically around the month of June with it being card number 6. So that's January, February, March, April, May, June. Are they supposed to be coming to a decision in June? Because the clouds has the scythe right in front of it. That decision is a betrayal. And that's what makes there be a dark cloud over the government that causes a lot of people to be pissed off because he clears it. It'll probably be more like August because I'm seeing June here. And then if I follow that road down, I'm sorry, I think it was Carol that asked that question. It ends in the sun. The sun is the summertime. But that doesn't make any sense because it's not just the house that's asking for those records. It's also the state of New York. There's, okay, for, who said that? Somebody said the Mueller report. Again, going back, this tableau is layered. Okay, so I have to go through and weed out and take out what I can. Read it in one way as the Mueller report. Fish, clouds, child, snake, moon. Money that is clouded over new betrayals around his career and reputation for AQ. I don't see him leaving. Not in this tableau. He stays. He stays. He reaches his goal. No, because it's a judge that betrays. You got the snake in the house of lilies. It's a judge. A judge that is, okay, I'm going to hang in here for a little bit longer and see what you guys are typing or what you're saying here in the comments before I bring you down. No, Kelly. No, that it has nothing to do with the elections. The timeline that we set for this tableau was 6 months. So I was trying to go from May to November. I only have 4 columns ahead of him to work with. I don't know if this tableau is going out because we have the mountain. The first 3 cards is the bouquet, the dog, the mountain. Mountain lands in the house. Let me see. I don't know, Queen. I'm not looking at the next week. I'm looking at the grand tableau. And you have the mountain in the house of ship. Okay. Each one of those is 3 months each. So the mountain being 3 months, that's 3. The ship is 3 months. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay. There might be some news that comes out about Roger Stone. I don't know if this is around September, because you have the writer in the house of ship, or in the, I'm sorry, the bouquet in the house of writers. So there might be news arriving about Roger Stone, a friend and advisor represented by a rock. Okay, so that could quite possibly be Roger Stone. And then he's got the coffin right next to him. This guy is nervous and there's a sacrifice on him. I don't know if this guy is thinking about harming himself. We'll have to look at that separately. But going back to the timeline, we set it for 6 months. 21 mountain in the house of ship could be an indicator that this is going out 6 months. When I look at the last column, I'm seeing the clouds, which is June. And then I'm seeing the down that line, I have the whip, which is the month of November. And then the last card in that line is the sun, which, let me go back here and verify myself, because I don't want to be speaking out of term here. And that's why I'm saying, sorry, you guys, I'm busting out the books because I want to make sure I try to nail this as best I can. The sun is associated to the summer, the morning or the daytime, or the 31st of the month. Okay. Also, there's something that's blocked from moving forward with the mountain in the house of ship. Oh, what did Queen say? I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to scroll up, you guys. Give me 1 second, please. Let me try to see if I can find Queen's. Look at Queen. Look at Queen. Okay, I'm trying to find Queen. Hold on. I'm scrolling up. Shocking money news on Thursday morning. Let me ask this deck right here. What do you want me to word it as? Oh, dear God. Off topic, sort of. What does it mean when the man comes up in the line of fate instead of the tableau? Okay, Johnny, that means that he's landing in the line of fate. Everything above the line of fate is the actual tableau. He's not quite interacting with it. Did you do a grand tableau, Johnny? Oh, God, Joanne, please don't say that. Because I can only... And this is just You did a grand tableau. Johnny, can you please take a picture and send it to me? Text it to me, my dear. Sorry to bother you, Johnny. I'm waiting for Johnny's. Let me ask that question. Let me see. I'm going to ask, will there be shocking money news by the weekend? Will there be shocking money news by the weekend? Thank you, Joanne. Will there be shocking news by the weekend? Will there be shocking money news by the weekend? Will there be shocking money news for Trump by the weekend? Will there be shocking money news for Trump by the weekend? Okay, I'm getting the dog, the man, the moon. This one is positive, this one is positive. There's an advisor or a friend of his, and then something about his career and reputation. There's an advisor, that could be a friend, it could be a lawyer, okay? Johnny just sent me his grand tableau, and I'm going to bounce that one off of mine, and he did his for 3 months. God damn it, this son of a bitch. He's successful with it. Okay, your line of fate, Johnny, there's success with his finances. Big, huge money. You have the bear in the house of fish. He lands in the house of anchor, ring in the house of cross. Let me see here. Where, okay, his money. I'm looking for the fish here. I'm looking for the fish. Money doesn't come out. It doesn't come out. He has the mice, the fox, the letter. Thievery, criminality, fraud in a report around public funds, going away, far away, foreign money is a burdensome decision. No, it gets cut off. The decision is in his favor. The courts clear him. There's news of a difficult, some difficulty in the courts, but he clears it. He freaking clears it. The bottom line, child whip clouds, Lily's woman, dog stars heart, new arguments to cover something up, to leave something in the shadows, a female judge, and then there's some sort of loyalty here around a judge, friendship to a judge. I don't know if this is his sister because she's got the tree right over her. And where are the birds? And the birds are in her line. His sister might have connections some way, shape, or form. I don't know if she's still in the little circle. Yeah, she is. She unites to the garden. So she might have some influence to keep things under wraps. This son of a bitch. News of something that is shut down, or news of a loss and a death. His career and his reputation, an important decision that's being talked about in the family, and what is being delivered or the news that we are waiting on is delayed. It's blocked. Hey, Johnny, my dear. Johnny, are you still here? Oh, whoever did the 30, thank you so much. I was looking down. Oh, dear God. You see 8, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's a male judge. There is a male judge here. 29, 30, who is an ally. A male judge that is an ally or a friend. Where is the tower? 16, 24, 23. Corrupt government, corrupt courts. It's been corrupted. They're eating it away. You got the tower in the house of mice. Kerlevin got book clouds ring. Yes, something that is classified and has been clouded over, that's causing big trouble. And then there's some sort of solution or not a compromise, but an agreement that is made. What is the Trump financial news that is coming out by the weekend? What is the Trump financial news that is coming out by the weekend? News that is coming out by the weekend. What is the Trump financial news that is coming out by the weekend? What is the Trump financial news that is coming out by the weekend? What is the Trump financial news that is coming out by the weekend? Okay. Tower and coffin. This could be a court that is shut down or a court that shuts something down, a government that shuts something down. Here's your finances with the bear from overseas, foreign, and then him. Okay. There is a financial executive here. I think this might have something to do with the Deutsche Bank, quite possibly, because it's a foreign financial institution. And there may have been something that was closed off, shut down, or a corporation that shuts down, a bank that shuts down, which if this is Deutsche Bank, I doubt it, or a death within that institution. For that institution that is financial is foreign, and then him. Let me see. So I'm not sure if this is Deutsche or who, but it's a foreign bank. And we got the bear too, so it might be a bank that deals with the Ruskies. And according to this, Melly, I don't know, girl. It looks like it all stays under wraps. It stays classified, and there was a significant betrayal by a judge. There's a significant betrayal by a judge. Dear God, I hope I'm wrong. Hey, Carol. Yeah, I'm sorry to, like I said, I hope I'm looking at this wrong, but that thing don't look like it's coming out. And there's going to be people that are pissed off because it's a betrayal by a judge and a dark cloud hanging over the courts for clearing him. I know, Johnny. Johnny, I hate to put you on the spot, and feel free to tell me no, but do you want to hop on here with me? Justice Kennedy. Yeah. Well, we'll see, Noel. We'll see. I know we were talking about free will and everything, but if you want, go back and revisit that first grand tableau I did on him. Yes, I missed some stuff, but it all hit when I said it was going to hit. So I don't know. And I'm not one to toot my own horn. You know. Hi, Lori. What are you doing, Lori? Are you hanging out? Oh, your computers are tied up at the moment downloading crap. Darn it. Supreme Court rules Trump's taxes. Is that supposed to be today, Lori? He gets lucky, you guys. He gets lucky. I just asked again. He's got luck on his side. This son of a bitch. This son of a bitch. Ah. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys down. I'm not going to be able to see the chat, okay? Let me go over here to see. This is as close as I can get it without my computer falling down. So you're missing the whole top portion. Let me go back up here. Let me see if this is going to work this way. Okay, yeah, I got it in frame. Okay, let me go back over here. Okay. This is the best I can do with this one. I'm trying to fit it into frame. So this is what I'm talking about. Here is the report, okay? Like I said earlier, these tableaus are multi-layered. I can read this as the Mueller report. I can read this as a jobs report. I can read this as his taxes, okay? This right here, nights 1, 2 here, financial records. And at nights down here, money records, okay? Financial and money records, all right? You have the bear in the house of clouds. clouds in the house of coffin, coffin in the house of house, okay? His financial records are going to remain obscured. It gets shut down. It stays in the family, okay? Down this way, his financial records, okay? This way, they remain sealed. It remains classified. This way is what I was talking about in June. Someone in a position of authority as well as his finances remain obscured. The decision is a betrayal because we have the scythe in the house of snake. The decision is a betrayal. There's a dark cloud that hangs over the government because of something that they shut down, and it causes a lot of passionate arguing. People are pissed because he clears it. He's successful in his career and reputation. His legacy is cleared. You have the what do you call this? The moon in the house of tree, which goes back to him. It clears his legacy. This way here, we discussed this because, again, multi-layered, okay? We read this the other day as Flynn, and we read this also as the judge that is overviewing Flynn's case. Also, this could be another judge as well. So we're going to look at it in all different ways. Justice Roberts is burdened or facing difficulties, 16, 17, 18, okay, for clearing this guy after reviewing something new that will remain secret. And then there's a lot of passionate arguing here. The lilies goes back over here to the snake. You have the snake in the house of lilies. A betrayal by an older, wiser person, a betrayal by someone that has veteran status, a betrayal of someone that is older, wiser, has a long-standing, they're long-standing, they have seniority in some way, shape, or form. Let me look. Did I do the lilies? Okay, we did the lilies last time. A judge clears him. Something that is supposed to go to the public or in a large committee, something that oversees the country, and then there's a new delay or a new block. Something foreign has reached its goal, and there is a burden or a trial here for an advisor, and then he gets lucky, and there's a lot of passionate arguing again because of corruption and something being cut off that is viewed as a betrayal. So this is Flynn. This is the judge that's overseeing Flynn. This could also be read as Justice Roberts. Either way, it gets cut off and it becomes a betrayal by that person. So Flynn was the judge that's overviewing Flynn's case. If we read it this way, the judge is burdened because Flynn was cleared. Okay, this is Flynn, was guilty. He cleared right here. This man, something new that is being kept classified or being kept under wraps and being lied about, or right here, lied about, a betrayal. And then it causes a lot of passionate arguments here. Again, with Justice Roberts and the judge that's overviewing the Flynn's case. I would have to do a separate tableau to see what happens to Flynn. Again, we discussed the business records, financial records, business records, or the records in the public. There's fraud here or significant investigations. Public fraud, public investigations, a hearing in the courts for his records. Okay, so if we read this across, sorry, I'm bouncing around all over the place. Agreements to steal, agreements that are conspiratorial, criminal conspiracy, a lucky report for the public. There's some fraud here and hearings in court. An offer to a friend that faces a delay, closed off, ends off at home. If I read this as stone, because he's got the mountain next to him, there's an offer to a friend, and this person could quite literally be represented by a stone. Okay. So if I read this as stone, closed off, ended, he's at home. Career, finance. Here, there's something that's going to happen with Roger Stone. And I remember, again, I'm sorry, you guys, but these things are so multi-layered that it's, like I said, it's a little bit difficult to kind of dig everything out. And also, it shines a light, yes, Teresa, it does, but he's got the moon so close by that it's like, and then something shady is going to happen to Stone. And let me see if I can bring you guys down for this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read this guy here as Stone. Remember, we read it before as Epps. Now we're going to read it as Stone because he's got the mountain right next to him. So this could be quite literally a stone. Okay. This person has a marking of an authority figure. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read that person as Stone. This is stone. This is bar. Okay. So I hope you're following me here. This person is facing an obstacle, closed off at home, or dead at home, found dead at home. And the reason I'm saying that again, he has the cross back on him. This person is sacrificed. This person is facing a trial this way. An offer for this person named Stone. This could be property that is closed down or dead at home. Career person here. Someone's reputation that is a very large, heavy set person strikes in the shadows and then covers up this right here. Okay, so I just asked if Stone was going to be found, and the only reason that I'm saying this is because I'm reading this literally. An offer for a friend represented by a rock. Death at home. Died at home. And the only reason I'm saying that is because he's got the coffin very close by. It's not immediately close, but it's close enough, and he's got the cross right back on him. Okay, this could be like suffering a nervous breakdown here, and then he goes back to the house here, and then there's a secret or something that is not revealed. I asked if he would be found croaked at home. The bouquet, the clouds, the stars. Quite possibly, yes, around. The bouquet is card number 9. That is September. And he's got the bouquet right in front of him. The clouds is June. And whatever it is, it's a cover-up, but it ends here with the stars. That's a positive card. Teresa, hate to bug you again, my dear sweet friend. Can you pull some cards for me? As tickets to the park, Johnny. Yes. And it brings me back to the reading we did 2 lives ago where I asked about the E, and we got the dog man coffin. A loyal friend, a friend of his is going to go get tickets to the park. And I'm looking at this. I remember Oona pulled cards. She was picking up stone. I'm looking at this and I'm going, holy crap. Teresa, can you please ask if Mr. Stone, I don't know how to word this. I just asked mine, will he be found dead at home? Sun Ring Garden. AQ got a yes. Yep, for AQ. Remember, Carol, I said this is almost the exact same ring just popped out. It's a contract. Somebody's visiting him under a contract. Remember when I first did this grand tableau, I said this is almost exactly the same as Epps showed up in that first grand tableau that I ever did on Mango in May. It's almost the exact same. And there's a death at home for this guy. I have no idea, Crystal. Bird snake ring for Kelly. That's a yes. Something that he said that was a lie or a betrayal. So when he speaks, it's a betrayal. And then there's a contract. There's a resolution to that. Oh, God. Anybody else that has the Lenormand there? Coffin letter snake. A death, an ending, for a record that is false, a betrayal, a betrayal, God, coffin letter snake, a death and an ending, a message of a betrayal. Yeah, in their circle, Marcy. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's right, big brother. We're not freaking out, Lori. I don't think we are. False cause of death certificate. Yep. Yes, alchemist. And look who pops up again. I do not remember the exact double line of 5 that showed up in the video where I was trying to do a video on the feds. And for some reason, where's the clouds? For some reason, the strike on Epps showed up. I asked one thing and that came out. Let me see if I can recreate it here. Someone's going to visit him. Yeah, I know. I don't know why people... Oh, LLC, I don't think I have a good memory. It's just because I'm studying it. It's like I'm absorbing it inside of my head. It was dog, coffin, clouds. I don't remember the first 4. I remember the last 6 that were there on that double line of 5. So coffin, where's coffin? Coffin. Okay, I'm going to try to put this here. And where's the cross? Where is the cross? And I'm going to show you guys how this is coming out almost exactly the same. And I don't mean to get conspiratorial. All right. But I'm going to go to what I think this thing is saying. Okay. Now, this is the recreation of a spread that I did, I think it was June or July. And I was supposed to be reading on the feds. And in those readings, what kept popping up was the guilty conversations that were being had, that were being kept in a black box that was highly classified, that has technology. Okay. In that reading, even though I was trying to read on the feds, what was coming up was the extortion of the Ukraine and the conversations that they were having, that they were keeping in a server. That same reading, I tried to ask something else about the feds. I got the death of Epstein. Okay. I do not remember. It was a double line of 5. I don't remember what was over here. I remember this. The friend dies in a cover-up by this guy. There's going to be confusion and uncertainty around this person's passing because it was sudden. And this a cover-up by the large person here that is large and in charge, big, heavy-set person. He's an executive. I tried, if you go back and watch that reading, I tried to backpedal it a little bit. And I was like, well, you know, this person may no longer be with us much longer, but it could just mean that he's going to a black box and he's being sacrificed and put into a black box as punishment. 10 days later, Epps was kaput. Okay. The reason that I brought this up again, and I'm going back in memory here, is because we almost have the same exact sequence here. And if you go back and watch the original grand tableau, this second line is almost exactly like Epps. This person is closer to, and remember I said Epps, when we were doing this a couple of days ago, because of the visiting and delivering pretty young things, the circle around him, blah, 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 the bachelor, the guy that liked to have fun. Here it's showing up as an offer that's being delivered to a friend represented by a rock. A shutting down of property or a death at home. And the career person here that is large and in charge strikes in the shadows. That's this top line here. This could be Russia. This could also be a person that is top of their respective institution here. The coffin lands in the house of house. This guy is nervous and he's sacrificed at home. It's hard for me to tell when exactly this happens, if this is pointing at September or June. But this is further away from him, okay? What's most immediate is right here. This is directly touching him. Let me follow this chain. And I need to do a Roger Stone GT. I need to do a Flynn GT. I have so much. It's too much. And we need to do one on Roberts. Because by the looks of this, he's going to clear it and the records remain hidden. Okay, let me follow. It goes 9 to 1 to 25. Where's 25 to 9? Wait, 9 to 1 to 25 to 9. Yep, 9 to 1 to 25 to 9. Someone's coming to visit him to deliver him a gift under contract. This guy. That person's under contract. or he's being delivered an offer for a resolution. Let me see. Let me go back up here. Sorry, you guys. Teresa, did you pull cards on stone? And I'm sorry if I missed it. It's nope. This guy sacrificed. He's sacrificed. I mean, they could because he's got the mice right under him. He's got the mice right under him. That's something that eats away an infection. But the mice lands in the house of Scythe. They could say that this was as what they could say. If I'll say this again. I'll say this again. If I am interpreting this correctly, this guy is sacrificed. They could blame it on somebody breaking into his house because you got the mice in the house of Scythe. And the mice steal. Okay, it's thievery. It's coffin letter snake. Yeah, a false death certificate. False death certificate. They could blame this on a home invasion type of thing. And the mice is also illness, okay? But there's nothing here. The clouds is too far away. If it was the beers, he would need to have the birds and the clouds close by because it starts in the throat and it affects the lungs. No, this is looking like it's something that happens at home and they try to cover that up as a home invasion or something. Again, if I am interpreting this correctly. But what's weird is that it shows up behind him. It's showing up behind him. Hold on. You look at Johnny's. You look at Johnny's. Where's the bear? In Johnny's grand tableau, Trump, for entertainment purposes only, Trump lands in the line of fate. He is not interacting. He is not interacting at all with in the tableau. Okay? It's everything that's happening outside of him. So it's talking about everything that's going on, but he's not really interacting. In Johnny's grand tableau, he's on the line of fate. On the line of fate is the sun, the bear, the man, the ring. Again, because of the multi-layered nature of grand tableaus. Yes, I am Jersey Mouse. Yeah. In Johnny's grand tableau, the first card that opens up the reading is the coffin, news of a death. Underneath that, he's got the mice. News of a death because of an illness or because of a break-in. Somebody was coming in to steal stuff. Next to the mice, he's got the fox in the house of Scythe. Okay. That would be somebody sneaking in, breaking in. Okay. And then Clover and Child, a new opportunity. On the line of fate, it's sun, bear, man, ring. The bear could be Pompeo. It's anybody that is represented by the bear. Russia, Pompeo, bar. Barr is right next to him, protecting him and putting out the contracts. But there's news of a death. Let me follow it in Johnny's. There's news of a death coming in. So it goes 1 to 8. News of a death of Stone. It goes news of a death of Stone, news of a death, and an obstacle. Let me see. 1. Oh my God, I can't read this. So hold on, let me do this. 8 to 1. Where's the writer? 8 to 1 to 7. 7. Where's the snake? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. News of a death and a betrayal to Stone. 8. That's when I follow Johnny's. If I follow Johnny, this is the grand tableau that Johnny just did for 3 months. Okay. You have the coffin in the house of Rider, Rider in the house of Snake, Snake in the house of Mountain. News of a death and a betrayal around quite possibly a rock. Okay. It could also be news of a betrayal because of a delay or an obstacle. So that's 2 different ways of interpreting it. And that news of a death has to do around a break-in. A break-in to somebody's house. Because this person was going to talk, they were going to sing. Somebody came to visit to put a block to that. Right across Johnny's top line. The coffin knights over to the letter. It knights over to the storks. Death certificate. An ending that brings change or a resurrection. The friend goes to heaven and he was loved. The friend is someone that had white hair. That friend was sacrificed. Jesus Christ. I hope I'm freaking nuts, you guys. I hope I'm nuts. Did I follow this dog? 8 to 11, 24, 20. See, I did follow the dog. If I read this as Stone, an opportunity to argue passionately, a robbery or corruption here, a sudden strike, a betrayal to someone that has white hair, or a betrayal to an older man. This person may also have a marking like a tattoo of some sort of an older man that lied and was a betrayer. Okay. Because it's dog, clover, whip, heart, mice, scythe, snake, lilies. But he's sacrificed. He's on trial and he's sacrificed. Although in his line, he doesn't go anywhere near the coffin, but he's got the coffin really, really, really close by. Not directly touching him. Jesus, this is a mess. Hey, Jace. Oh my gosh. I had so much fun seeing your beautiful, gorgeous face on Tallulah and Johnny and Jen and everybody's live stream. You are absolutely gorgeous, Jace. Big hugs to you, my friend. You did fantastic. Yeah, I know. He encouraged Trump to run, but He does. And it shows up back here too. Let me see. Let me go back over here. I don't know if you can see this. This person that's represented by a rock is closed off at home, or a death at home, or a shutdown of property. There's something on him that identifies a person in a position of authority that is a permanent marking here. This person in a position of authority covered stuff up and they betrayed. This is stone simply because of this, a marking of a person in a position of authority. He's got that on his back. Nixon, the Nixon tattoo. Okay, that's another way to interpret that. What if the SCOTUS doesn't rule on his taxes but says the lower court decision stands? That would be a different question. Yeah, it would be a different question, but in this grand tableau, it shows that he clears the courts. Because it's stars in the house of tower, tower in the house of stars, success in the courts, success in enterprise. Let me see. Yeah, the Nixon tattoo, the mark of the beast. Yeah. If this is stone, he's nervous and crap in his pants that he's going to be sacrificed, because it's dog, mice, cross, house. The house goes back to the coffin. Oh. Just asked again if he's going to be found kaput. I got the whip, the birds, the moon. This might be like beat his ass. This is also something that a belt, a whip, a leather strap, something that is used to like whip somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? For talking or speaking about someone's career and reputation. Yes. Or emotional here. He's emotional. And there could be two here. Quite possibly two, because there's a pair. Two that are younger fit here. That beat you, that punish you. This is the broom and whip. Okay. So it would be anything like a leather strap, a belt. Let me pull my book out because I'm losing my words. A leather strap, a belt, a whip, a belt, a broom, a workout band, a rubber band, a leather strap, a swing, a rod, a ruler, a fishing rod, or sticks. Okay. As a thing. And there's two of them. God, that sounds nuts. That sounds nuts. I sound like a freaking crazy person. I sound like a crazy person. I'm almost tempted. How long have we been going? How long have we been going? An hour and 15. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. When is Roger Stone supposed to go in for his sentencing, you guys? Does anybody know? Sorry, I need to go back over here because the comments here are delayed. Does anybody know when Stone is supposed to go into for sentencing? Because I'm about to ask what happens to this guy in September. If I'm interpreting, and the reason I'm saying that again, on Donald Trump's original grand tableau, you had the scythe in the house of Rider. The Rider is when it's being delivered, the scythe is the fall. Okay. Underneath that was the letter, followed by the what do you call it? The bouquet. You had the fox in the house of woman. That was my column for September. So I'm spinning my wheels here, and I'm thinking, not spinning my wheels, but going through my memory, and I'm thinking the news of his impeachment was delivered on the first day of the fall, which was like September 23rd or 24th. It was right at the beginning of the fall. So I'm wondering if the news about this guy is coming in September. Becca, if the sun is shining the light on all of those things, all of these creepy things you're reading will be exposed by the last row in month, September or summer by the sun. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Teresa. It's like, this thing is like, it's just so layered. It's like you're putting a puzzle together without having the picture of the puzzle. Are you guys fighting in the comments? What's going on here? Okay, back in February. Okay, thank you, Jacqueline. When is he supposed to go to to the house, the big public housing? He got 3 years and 4 months. They're fighting it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't see when he's supposed to serve either. I don't know when he's supposed to serve. Are you guys fighting in the comments? Do I need to start putting people in timeout? Do I need to put people in timeout and take away moderator status or anything like that? What's going on? Oh, they are appealing the sentence. See you tonight, Johnny. Show me Roger Stone in September. Okay. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone in September. These are good cards. There's Bar. Something about his health, you guys. Stone in September. Bear, birds, and moon. Bar is speaking and then it gets cleared. Bar is speaking and about somebody's reputation and somebody's career. Next row, the crossroads, the dog, the clover, a choice around stone or multiple advisors or associates or friends, and they get lucky. Then I got the fish, the man, the tree. A businessman or there's a payment made to a man, and then legacy or something that is rooted. Bar takes a risk. Bar takes a gamble. There's huge loads of financing here, and he clears it. Choices around career and reputation and their legacy and their health. Lucky in health. Sentencing. Okay. The birds can be also them talking to clear him. Okay. Okay, let me do it this way. Stone motioned for a new trial and was denied. Okay. What happens to Roger Stone in September? What happens to Roger Stone in September? What happens to Roger Stone in September? Secret investigation, and then something in the public, the party, the community, and a payment to a man. Secret manipulation, and then the party or the community, payments to a man. A secret that is revealed. Secret that is revealed. Let me see here. An opportunity. For a bribe and a gift, and the health and legacy of someone in a position of authority. Let me see here. Okay. Solid spirituality. Can't see. I need to do a. It's just too much, Ian Rob. It's too much. It's like. It's like trying to trotting through mud here. It's just too much. It's too much junk. Too much junk. Hey, Share Bear, thank you. Oh, Sandra just ate a box of chocolates. That's lovely. Where else should I look, you guys? Because this is... Let me see if I can fix or figure this out. His career in the public, and then new money or new business. Career in the public, new money, new business, or small businesses. His career in the community, or his reputation in the community around new business or small business. So quite possibly a stimulus for small businesses here, even though that's already happened. That's the next column over from him. Next column down, financial fraud, undercover, secret, and then there's a lie or a betrayal there. Let me see if I can bring you guys down. Okay, hopefully that stays like that. Financial fraud, classified, secret, betrayal. Okay, this way. A decision, a swift, sudden decision, a swift, sudden betrayal from a pair of people or bar speaking, love of corruption, and then clearing. The clearing of him is successful. A cloud hangs over the government because of a passionate argument, or people are pissed off because he was cleared. Barr verbally argues here with the courts. Barr strikes in the shadows. Barr loves corruption, financial records, new finance. Around this chain of houses, Barr covers up and puts an end for the administration or something in the house to remain secret for the elections or multiple payments to a woman. And then the records speak or gossip around records. Records, financial records stay classified. Woman, fish here, dog, cross. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. There's a transfer of evidence for him to clear something in his career because this person is stable. And then there's the public or the community and a new obstacle, going on a trip that is secured, but it's going to be difficult because he's sacrificed. What the hell? Where should I go on this, you guys? Well, Jace, I saw that in this line here. I would have to do a different grand tableau for Sullivan. Is Sullivan the one that is overviewing or overseeing the case into Flynn? Because that's this line right here. I'm seeing Flynn. I'm seeing the judge that overseeing Flynn, and I'm seeing Roberts as well here, simply because of the lilies. So it's multi-layered, and that's where I'm getting stuck here. Yeah, I would have to do a different thing on Flynn, because this is all around 45 Mango. Not it's just showing me little bits and pieces of the characters involved and how stuff may play out around him. If I want to look individually at Sullivan, I would have to read on Sullivan. If I wanted to look, yeah, they're worried. They're worried. Okay, I would have to, oh God, that's too many. That's too goddamn many tableaus. Okay. Okay. All I'm seeing is a dark cloud hanging over the government or the courts, passionate arguments because they cleared him. And his tableau, the last card that closes it, inside of the box of the tableau is the sun. Key in the house of sun, sun in the house of moon. Moon is right around him, not directly touching him, but it's around him. He's got the clover really close by, which means he gets lucky. He's got the stars behind him, which means he clears it. He's got the child right in front of him. In the house of mountain, that's a new delay, a new obstruction. He's got the fish really close by. He's in abundance. He's got the tree right underneath him, which is his something that is stable. It's deeply rooted. He's taken root. And then he's got the woman. There are no bad cards immediately touching him at all. At all. He knights to the fox. He knights to the snake. So he's a fraud and a liar. Duh. He knights to the fish. He knights to the house. He's corrupt. He's corrupting the administration, corrupting the homeland. He knights to the storks. There's a transfer. He knights to the fish. He goes far away. He knights to the mountain. He obstructs. He knights to the moon, which means that his career and reputation is in good standing, even though we know it's not in good standing, but it's just showing his pattern. And if I follow that, again, if I follow that letter, which would be his records of the public, records that go to the public, those records are for financing. Those records are for his money. Those records Nope. Quiet. They're quiet. If I follow the records, if I look down the diagonal, they get revealed. I will, T-Barb. I will. Now I'm sitting here curious if I should go ahead and put this away and do one on stone. Because his line down has me tripping. His line down has me tripping. Because it and I don't think I've ever done one on stone. Hold on. Five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. This way. This way. And this way. Oops. This way. This way. Okay. What are you guys doing? That's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 5, 36. What date is it today? 5/10. Age. $2020. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. You guys doing okay? And I got to look at Johnny's Grand Tableau too. The one that he did for Mango. Let me see. Yes, ma'am, Teresa. Trying to get these really well shuffled. It's stone, you guys. It's stone. It's fucking stone. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Holy hell. No way. No effing way. No effing way. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I've lost my mind. Y'all saw me shuffle that. Did you not see me shuffle that? Like, I split it into piles like 5 different times. I pulled the piles. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, for entertainment purposes only, but y'all gonna see how jacked up this is. Y'all gonna see how jacked up this is. Jesus Christ. A break-in into his house. And somebody beats his ass with a belt, a whip. He's going to have an accident. We'll just put it that way. He's going to have an accident. I'm going to show you all real quick. And that visitor was sent by a very large, heavy-set person. I don't know, Ian. I don't know. I'm nuts. I am nuts. I just don't even know how this is gonna. Dear God. Holy hell. Holy hell. Holy hell. Let me see if anything's mirroring before I bring you guys down. 25 to 1. No. 20 to 9. No. 35 to 17. 35 to 17. No. 30 to 25. 30 to 25. Where's 25? No. 22 to 2. 22 to 2. Where's no? 14 to 10. No. 2 to 18. No. 2 to 26. No. 6 to 3. No. 31 to 11. No. 3 to 19. No. 19 to 27. No. 23 to 4. No. 21 to 12. 21 to 12. 21 to 12. Where's 12? Where's the birds? No. 4 to 20. 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 Where's 20? Where's 20? No. 11 to 28. 11 to 28. 33 to 29. 33 to 29. No. 1 to 6. 15 to 14. 8 to 22. 9 to 30. 18 to 7. 29 to 15. 29 to 15. No. 32 to 23. 27 to 31. No. 13 to 8. No. 34 to 16. No. 36 to 24. Thirty-six to 24. Where's 24? No. 12 to 32. No. 26 to 33. 26 to 33. No. 17 to 34. No. 7 to 35. 7 to 35. 7 to 35. No. 5 to 36. 5 to 36. No. Okay, nothing's marrying, nothing is in its own house. He lands in the house of mountain. He's obstructed, he's delayed. This could quite literally be a man who is a rock, who is a mountain. Okay, so that's stone. Let me see if I can bring you guys down. Can you all see that? Let me bring it this way. Okay. Here's stone. I tried to go from May to November. Okay. May, June, July, August. This is my column for June. Okay. He's stepping right into this. I have only seen this one other time in a grand tableau, and that was for a personal reading. It is not above him. It is not behind him. It is not below his feet. It is right next to him. He goes there. There's a contract about a contract. Here's a choice or a decision. It's causing a lot of confusion and uncertainty. Somebody breaks into his house. He has an accident. He got a visit from a friend. That's new. The visit was a betrayal, or the visit was done in the shadows by a friend that betrayed, and then there's a new ending and a new loss for him. New ending. He's stepping right into that. Does that make any sense at all? The coffin is not above him. It is not below him. It is not behind him. It is not far away. It is right next to him. Right next to him. I have only seen this one other time in a I mean, it could just mean that he's depressed, but there's an accident to his health. He's got the scythe in the house of tree in the house of cross. He's got the whip close by. That's him arguing, an argument in the home. That's also, like I said, a belt, a whip, a leather strap. Jesus Christ. Someone visits under contract, someone visits with an agreement, an opportunity for a choice, and then something that causes a lot of confusion and uncertainty in June, because it's the third The third card is the clouds. Clouds is card number 6. That's June. The coffin lands in the column of June, and it's right next to him. He gets a visitor that brings a strike. Cameras, that would be more like the stars. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. Like the footage, if the stars is representing security equipment, the tapes remain sealed. There's something in the device itself that is it's something wrong with it. It loops. It loops and loops and loops. It's like that part is missing. I'm only, yeah, the karma for the tree, I would read that as the tree. The tree lands in the house of cross. And then you have the scythe in the house of tree. Sudden quick karma or an accident to his health. And then there's punishment and suffering. But he's stepping right into the coffin. Like he's stepping into it. Like that's not depression. That's not like, oh, I'm sad, I'm lonely, blah, blah, blah. No. Oh my God. He is in the house of mountain. That could be him facing an obstacle, him facing a delay, him putting up a block, or it could just be literally speaking about him being represented by a tree, or not a tree, a mountain, a rock, something that is a rock. So that could be him representing as himself in the house of mountain as stone. And then he's got the coffin in the house of crossroads. That could mean no choice, bad choice, a decision that brings an ending. I'm seeing the judge down here. He's arguing in court. And then there is, there's a woman here that is significant. He might have put a target on her because it's the key in the house of woman. Woman is in the house of bear. Bear is in the house of fox. Fox is in the house of scythe. Scythe is in the house of tree. That's, he put a mark on her. He put a target on her. This might be him arguing for an appeal, but no. Because his line is man, coffin, moon, cross. Even though he thinks he might clear it, no, they still find him guilty. He still suffers. He still goes to trial. He still has a burden. But he's stepping right into that coffin. He's walking right into it. there's a large, heavy-set person, him, and then stone argues, stone fights, stone. Jesus Christ, what the hell am I looking at? Holy shit, what am I looking at? Linda G just uploaded a video. I just got my notification. She is doing a reading with Melissa as a special guest, past life reader, and psychic. So that's Linda G's new video. Yeah, this is, the coffin is showing up in June. And then we got ring, crossroads, clouds. Clouds is June. Coffin in June. Again, if I am interpreting this correctly, again, these readings are multi-layered, multi-dimensional. Okay? A contract or a decision, a contract, an agreement, because there is an alternative or a choice that needs to be made that causes a great deal of confusion, or a choice and a decision that needs to be made that is gassed over. Okay? A thief in the house, an accident to the health, a visitor or the news that arrives around June, and the news is confusing. The news casts a shadow, it casts a cloud. A friend that betrays, a new loss, a new ending, a new death. Down his column, a strike or an accident in the body, sudden karma. New love or young love or something that is new, that he's very passionate about. He is blocked and delayed, and a very important woman. Going vertically, he almost God. He's getting tickets to the park, this guy, or it just means that he's really depressed. But this is looking like it's tickets to the park. And emotionally sacrificed, emotional guilt, emotional burden. This guy is not doing well. And it's at home. The visitor is someone that is very, very large. A manager, a boss. And then there's a death, an ending, a loss. And then the bouquet in the house of lilies. Happy old age, a happy judge, happiness in later life. The whip knights over to the coffin. End of arguments. If I read this literally, simply because of what's showing up in this top line, death by strangulation. They could, were found hanging. He's found hanging at home. Quite possibly another one of those, oh, I was depressed, I hung myself up at home. Because it's house, whip, birds, or house, whip, storks. The storks is up high. Anything up high. Your roof, your ceiling. If you have a detached garage, it would be the roof of your detached garage. It's somewhere up high, a deck, something like that. House, whip, storks. He knights over to the storks. And the whip is a belt, a whip, a leather strap, anything like that. And then it's up high. He's up high. Exactly, Charlie. Charlie C. Sage of Fire. Yeah. And he's got the bear really, really, really close by. Really, 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 really close by. The bear in the house of fox, woman in the house of bear. This could be, the bear is somebody very large, very heavy set, like Bar or a Pompeo, okay? And you have the woman in the house of bear and the fish in the house of stars. This could be a very powerful financier woman. Fox in the house of bear. This could be the boss is suspicious. The boss is a fraud, financial fraud. There's a woman financier around this one way, shape, or form. The fox is far to her, so I can't really say she's a redhead, which would be more like your what's her face? The redhead lady that finances the entire GOP. And it could also be Russian mob as well, because we have, are there any, no, not DeVos. This is not DeVos. This could be a female boss that has loads of cash too. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, Deb Z, because the fox is far from her, but she's in the house of bear. Bear is in the house of fox. So I'm not knowing if this is like a Mercer type person, because it's a female boss and she's got loads of money. And also a female boss, and then she's got a boss. She's the boss, and she's got another person that's a boss that investigates, and that person is sneaky and suspicious. That person is closer to government than she is. And that person strikes. And remember, the last one that we did, the big heavy set bear strikes in the shadows. And in Johnny's Grand Tableau, there's news of a death. His opens up with news of a death because of a break-in. I don't know. I might be freaking nuts here, you guys. I might be nuts, and I could be totally effing wrong, but this says there's a break-in into his house, and this guy is found. It's too much, you guys. This is way too much. And I hope I sound like a crazy person. We've been going at this for 2 hours. I'm probably nuts, but I mean, let me bring you guys down. Sorry, I don't want this to close. But here's Stone. There's that right there. It's right next. It is right next to him. May, June. This is June. Let me see. This is the 25th of the month. This would be the 22nd of the month, or 25th. God damn it. How am I doing this? Because this is May. This is June, July, August. 25 for time. Hold on. Yes, Sydney Parker. June 21st is the eclipse. I don't know anything about astrology. I don't know anything about astrology. Number 25 for time. Okay, the ring for time is the 25th of the month. The significant the card that follows it could be more of the month. So let me go to card number 22, which is the crossroads. The 22nd of the month. The number 2 is important in this card. 2 weeks, 2 months are temporary. So 2 weeks. I don't know, Jace. I don't know, but this is freaking nuts. This is mental. This is mental. This is mental. It's one of those things that when you see it, you don't believe it. You know what I mean? This card number 6, which is the clouds for timing. 6 days, weeks, or months, June. This is May. This is June. The coffin shows up right next to him in June. So perhaps around the 25th or 22nd of June. So around the middle of June, within 2 weeks into June, it's in June. It's like this, whatever is coming up for him, it's around June. And it quite possibly, if I am interpreting this correctly, I could be absolutely, totally wrong and out of my freaking mind, but it has to do with the breaking into his house. And then they find him like this, quite possibly up high. Okay. And he has an accident. They could say something with his heart, like cardiac, because you have the scythe over the heart, something that cuts the heart, something that happens suddenly in the heart. And I don't see an ambulance around him. So it's almost like they just find him like that. 16, 17, 18, 19. You have the ship in the house of tower right underneath him. But the tree, he knights to the tree. The ship does not knight to the tree. It's nowhere near the tree. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. And then down the diagonal, it's mice, heart, coffin, letter. Something that is stolen, corrupted, eroded, expired. The heart is in the house of child. So that could be like the early stages of an affair, the early stages, love for a child. I don't know if he has children. Heart stopped, heart ends. Okay. Because it's followed by the coffin in the house of crossroads. And then coffin, letter. That could be a literal death certificate. Okay. The letter knights over to the snake, knights over to the man, it knights over to the bear, it knights over to the fish. A false certificate around him, a false record around him regarding finances and money. He goes to court, files a report, successful, and then him and this woman transfer, and then something karmic that happens to him, and he's sacrificed. He has an accident. I don't know, you guys. I'm nuts. I'm freaking nuts. I'm nuts. I'm gonna have I'm going to say this now, and I'll probably forget if the news does come because it might shock us all. But this is looking like he's getting tickets to the park. And like I said, when I saw this happen for Epps, I had totally forgotten. And then when it happened, I was like, what the hell? And I had to read on it. Completely forgetting that I had read on it 10 days before. So Teresa, keep me on check, my friend, because you're the one that brought me back to that other reading. You have the fox in the house of sight, someone that sneaks in, breaks in suddenly. Someone that's suspicious, that is dangerous, quite possibly with something sharp. That's how they get in. House in the house of garden. That could be public housing. Public housing or a very large house. So by public housing, I mean like jail. It could be poison because it's the mice. Mice is anything that's corrosive, erosive, something that has to do with the disease. Here's another thing. He's got the clouds right in front of it. Okay. He's got the scythe in the house of tree in the house of coffin. And he knifes over to the tree. There's something wrong with his health here. He's got the scythe in the house of tree. They could say that this had something to do with an illness that affects the lungs because of the, what do you call this? The clouds. Something in the lungs that eats away. Okay? And something that happens to him suddenly. But this is like, gas leak, they blow them up. Well, the clouds literally is anything that's gaseous, smoke, gas, anything that has, anything that's gaseous. But he's got the whip and the storks really close by. And he's got the whip in his house. And the whip is right below him. That can mean he's arguing. If I read it with man whip, it's him arguing. But then the whip lands in his house. That's a fight. Or like I said earlier, as an object, it would be a belt, a whip, a leather strap, anything like that. What concerns me is, whatever happens, it's painful. Yeah, you're right, Teresa. You're right. And then he goes to the coffin. And then on his tableau, he's got the bear, or I'm sorry, the dog in the house of snake. And underneath that, he's got the bear in the house of fox. He's betrayed by a friend, a false friend. He may feel like he's got two people that may be protecting him, powerful protectors, but he's in the house of mountain. He's got the mountain over his head. Traditionally, the mountain is a very powerful enemy, a powerful, powerful enemy. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. Keep an eye out for June. around Stone. Because this is freaking nuts. This is nuts. This is nuts. I mean, I could be totally effing wrong and crazy and totally bonkers and bananas. He reveals a secret. I don't know, sweet tea. I don't think, well, I mean, death is part of life, you know, but this is just too effing nuts. It's too nuts. I don't know, Ian. I don't know, T-Barb. I don't know, T-Barb. I don't know, honey. I mean, it could just say that he's suddenly ill. I mean, man, scythe, mice. Y'all saw me shuffling those cards. Up here in his grand tableau is mice, scythe. Here it's scythe, mice. Okay, it's backwards here. This could be saying he suddenly falls ill. He has a sudden breakdown. He has like a mental breakdown. Jesus Christ. He's sacrificed, burdened, put on trial. I mean, I don't know. I could be just... Yes, he is the key. He's got the key right below him. Debbie Ann. He's got the key right below him. He is the key to the lies and betrayal. He is the key to the lies and betrayal. I don't know about Assange. I wouldn't even know where Assange is here. Well, there's a tech company here. Somebody with white hair, quite possibly, but I tend to view the lilies as a judge. An older, wiser person, a veteran that gets cleared in the courts. There's a lot of arguing here, but then there is happy messages being brought forth about something that he said. So this could be quite possibly a pardon. And this could be talking about Flynn getting pardoned down here, but I do not know why this guy would have the coffin next to him without it. Oh, God. No, it's not Bill Gates, Connie. Stone is the weak link. But that doesn't make any damn sense, you guys. Why would they let Flynn off the hook and then sacrifice Stone? Why would they do that? Why would they clear Flynn and then sacrifice Stone? But I don't know what to tell y'all. He's got the key right, or the coffin right next to him. So keep a lookout for June. So I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to go get something to eat. And then I got to get ready for tonight's live stream with Jen and Johnny. It's going to be on Jen's channel. Sorry we got sidetracked into Roger Stone, and I'm sorry that I don't know. That stuff is nuts. Maybe it's just he gets depressed. You know, maybe he just gets really, really, really depressed and he's on lockdown. You know, you know, it could just be something as simple as that. But I don't know. I don't know. And for some reason that day we got the dog man coffin. Someone's getting ready to get tickets to the park. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, you guys. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end that there. I want to thank everybody who super chatted. That's greatly appreciated. I'm going to try to get some food and hang out for a little bit, read some books. Thank you, Jay, my homie. Oh, it's not draining. It's just, it fries my brain. It really does. I will, big brother. Hey, Debbie Ann, thank you. T-Barb, I hope it's not too much to ask. I hope it's not too much to ask. Can you, well, that's too many grand tableaus. I have, okay, let's see here. While we were doing the live stream, I have a list here of which ones to do. I have 45s. Johnny sent me his copy of the one that he did for 45 for Mango. I'm going to review that one probably while I'm waiting to go live with Jen and Johnny. But that one showed news of a death, so, or news of an ending. I mean, I don't know. I have Flynn, I have Justice Roberts, and I have Justice Sullivan to do. So that's 3 more grand tableaus. Just this one with Stone has me very curious, and maybe I'm wrong, you guys. I would hope I'm wrong and I'm misinterpreting it. But I don't even know who Justice Thomas is. Is he Supreme Court as well? Oh, Teresa, honey, if it's not too much trouble, can you please like make sure your cards are really, really clean, and you're grounded and everything? Can you please pull a GT on Stone? I went from May to November. Thank you, Sweet Tree. That's so greatly appreciated. I went from May to November. If you could do that too and send it, because I just kind of want to see what somebody else gets. Oh, Supreme Court Clarence Thomas. It's too crazy. It's too effing crazy, you guys. Thank you, Teresa. Can you please email it to me at Becca-Lenormand@gmail.com. It'll be listed on the description box of the video. So I'll have this one, the one that Johnny did, and the one that you did. But Johnny did his on 45, and that one's showing that there's the arrival of, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is nuts. This is nuts. It's nuts. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for all of the super chats. Those are really they're really appreciated hugely. For Kathleen, Becca, in your earlier GT, the prior 6-month GT for 45, you had a death of a close friend, if I remember right. But I don't know if that oils have capture stone this far out. What oils? Yeah, he has a wife and pets, I think. Or was he threatening the other guy's little dog? His wife is in Trump's ear telling him who's against him. Stone's wife? Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. The judge's wife. Thomas's wife. Okay, I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe it's just saying he's depressed, you know? If that pull capture his death. What, Kathleen? You're saying not oils. If that pull capture his death. What pull? I'm confused. On which GT? On the one that I just did for Trump? This one? The one that we did a couple of days ago or yesterday or whatever that was? Oh, the reading. Okay, what grand tableau? Oh my God, the previous one that I did for Trump, I'd have to go back and see. I'd have to go back and see. Yeah, she's the woman. Oh, 5 months ago. Carol, yes, she would show up as the woman. And in Stone's grand tableau, his wife would be the woman. So I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm freaking crazy. Oh, I don't know, Kathleen. I'd have to go back and review. Death of a close friend from 5. I said death of a close friend 5 months ago. How far away did that grand tableau go? I don't know. I would have to go back and review it. But yeah, I know. I need to go eat, brother. I need to go eat and like chillax before the live stream tonight. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Well, I hope not, Chris Wickens. I know. I'm going to go have some coffee, get something to eat, and just kind of hang out and read a book till it's time. Oh, and clean my cards too, because now they have all that ickiness on them. And I will see you guys. I just saw a red-tailed little hawk fly. Well, they're not little. They're awfully big flying by. So I'll see you guys tonight. And you guys have fun. Thanks so much for hanging out. And I'll see you guys on my next one, okay? Tonight at Jen Lynn's channel. See you guys there. Bye. Oh, for the time, Teresa, it is 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, I believe. Okay. See you guys. Bye.